Close win today.
Yeah, really close win. It seems that Tom and I are pretty much neck and neck at the moment, so I don't know, next week you go either way, and we're just having a very friendly conversation about it, saying, you can only do what you can do. It's going to be very close, and that's it really. It seems, we're within a second of each other in every race we do, whether it goes to Tom or whether it goes to myself really, so just got to try the best really.
So Nationals is looking like being a good competition between you and others.
Yeah, and we were also saying, Tom and myself, that it could be someone else we don't know about. It could be anyone basically, but obviously Tom and myself are quite close at the moment. So we'll just it'll be an iconic venue for the Nationals as well. I don't know. It will be very. I think the winning time will be pretty dependent on the wind. You can get a really strong headwind up there, and the majority of the time is a headwind. So that'll make a real difference, I think, for the time. But yeah, it's really steep, a really difficult climb. You've got to get the pacing right, because if you go off too hard, you're just going to die in the last 2 minutes, which is about an average about 17% really. So it's going to be really tough.
And as the hill climb champion, I'm seeing these results week in, week out. And you're here, you're there, you're all over the place. I've never seen someone travel so much. You obviously enjoy it.
Yeah, I do enjoy it, and I like doing the different climbs. I hadn't done this climb today, and it's a good climb to do. Really nice. Quite similar to the Nationals length, so it's 3 minutes 10 or 3 minutes 11 or whatever it was. It's a good climb, and I just like doing different ones.
You've enjoyed obviously having the stripes.
Yeah, I've enjoyed having the stripes. It's been nice, and try and hang on to them, but you never know. If someone's better than me on the day, I can only do what I do really. So, but yeah, it's been a good season. I've managed to get a few wins and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we'll finish off, but we'll see.
I was just having a quick word to Mary, and I looked at her bike to Canada. I think you were on a Canada too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just give us an idea of your bike, and because some of the extremes I see people cutting half their levers off.
Yeah, some people. Yeah, I don't do that because it would be a bit of a shame to spoil the bike, and I use the bike throughout the year, so it'd be it's kind of riding around with cut off bars would be a bit of a disadvantage, I think, really. So, but yeah, in terms of components, so it's a Cannondale, it's a high mod frame, it's rim brake, and I've got lots of really fancy finishes.
Are you surprised when you see disc brake bikes, because they
Yeah,
they are heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I've got disc brake bikes, and I do use the Cannondale disc brake bikes for sort of ordinary training, and they are really light, and they have got advantages of being better braking power, and they're more comfortable to ride, kind of thing. But yeah, they've obviously the rim brake bikes have still got a slight edge on weight really, and in this very specific discipline of hill climbing, I suppose that's why everyone's really still riding rim brakes.
Is there anything really special about it? You're riding a single ring.
I'm
Do you ride the same chain ring all the time?
Yeah, so in terms of setup, I've got a 28 rear sprocket, and I'm running a 42 front chain ring. I find that gives me a pretty good gear ratio. And in terms of, there's obviously lots of fancy finishing components like Schmolke and MCFK bars and seat posts.
Is it a work of art trying to create the ultimate hill climb bike?
It is, yeah, and I think that's part of the fun really. Getting it really light, and I think this year I've managed to get it even lighter with some new rotor carbon cranks. Last year I had aluminium, so I've got the new carbon cranks. So that's taken it down to I think 5.3 kilos the total bike. So yeah, really light, really responsive.
And finally, I guess that must play on the mind a little bit when you look at your own body weight. You're looking at maybe some cakes or something. No, I can't do that.
Yes, there's at this time of year you kind of look forward to almost finishing, because it's quite intense. For 3 or 4 weeks just leading up to the Nationals. Trying to not overeat really, and just be careful really, and not being too rigorous. But yeah, I'm looking forward to eating some cakes and having some good food once I finish really. So
you've only got a week, and you've got one more race before the Nationals.
Yeah, so I've got one more race tomorrow at Stabden Bridge, and that's again against Tom. So again, it could go either way. We'll see. It's slightly longer probably. I think the course record's around no, 3:40, so probably slightly longer than nationals. But yeah, we'll see. We'll do our best really.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks so much again.